Welcome back to Week 18 in our Sacramento City Miners Relocation Fantasy Draft franchise. This is the big one, the big game. The Bills have lost yet another game, meaning if we were to tie or win against them here today, we would take the division. Obviously, though, because they've already beat us once, if they won this one, they would have the tiebreaker, and we would lose the division. Part of me is like, maybe lose it, have some fun on the road, because we kind of suck at home, typically, and also have weather games, potentially. But the other part of me is like, why would you ever lose the division when you can have it, especially when you don't know if you're going to make it any further than just to the playoffs, let alone win a game. It would be a hell of a, thing for us to do to win the division. But the Bills, we got to take a look at this this kind of collapse that they've had. They have been on a fall, and they really started off strong, and then kind of here week 15 losing by 3 to the Colts, then losing by 5 to the Browns, and then losing to the Texans. 3 straight losses, 4 out of 5 games they've lost in in this span. And here they are going against us for the Week 18 division decider. Let's take a look at this player of the week. Set. I doubt, we didn't have any because it didn't show on the front screen. I wonder if they did, but they didn't. Washington winning both of the awards, offense and defense, and then the Colts winning offense with the Steelers winning the defensive side of things. That Colts quarterback is pretty damn good, though. You got to admit, he's pretty solid. Let's take a look at our offense and our defense, which has been pretty solid lately. Speaking of course, had an opportunity to go to Superstar with Tony House and completely sold it, but you know what? That's okay because he's well on his way to getting Superstar anyways. It's just you kind of have to wait, which I suppose, in a way, it kind of does matter, right? I don't want to change the ritual here with upgrading, so I'm not going to go with the upgrades until we know what their roster looks like. But before then, let's take a look at injuries, which we haven't had, any long-term, long-standing injuries for a while. See if the Bills have, and they have not. Obviously, we know their roster pretty well, as it's one of the best rosters in the league, even with that kind of fall lately, which maybe you could argue that their morale would be down a little bit. They're still an 89 overall, which is quite absurd. Speaking of absurd, look at this quarterback, Joe Burrow, outside to throw power, basically 99 everything, which is freaking amazing for them. Not so much for us, obviously. Looking at rushing, Eckler is a problem. And then wide receivers, DJ Moore is amazing. Gallup, solid. Russell Gage is pretty good. And I'm surprised they haven't used Tank Dell, to be honest. Sam Laporta, really solid tight end 1. They need another wide receiver, though. Wide receiver 5 isn't great in general. And, with injuries, with only 5 wide receivers, that could be a problem. Left tackle's pretty solid, but he struggles against finesse guys, I'm pretty sure. Well, he's pretty good, but because of his size and weight, he does struggle against finesse guys. Norwell with, pretty good, rating. Center's not great. Right guard is good, but once again, finesse struggler. So this would be a game where we'd actually really benefit from Mike Morris and Montgomery switching, so we probably will actually do that. And then Penei Sewell, you're just not going to beat him, simply put. Very fast left end with some decent ratings. Draymond Jones is a pretty good block shedder. Okay finesse guy. So good run defender. Dexter Lawrence is a monster. Basically 99 power and block shed. The DT2 is not so bad himself, but more of a block shedder anyways. BJ Ojulari, pretty good player, but this is a 4-3, so I'm not really sure how that helps them. Is there anything that can be done? Why wouldn't they change things around? They got a rookie that they're probably not even using. They could probably fix this lineup a little bit, but decent corners, decent DBs in general. Some aging pieces, though, which is, what we mentioned the first time we played them, to be fair. But here are the Bills, who are really good at passing the ball, so we are going to try and focus on the short game, and then defensively for them, they kind of struggle in general. Rushing the ball isn't going to go well. I'm going to think do, medium throwing. Throwing has definitely been... well, in our name, we like to throw the game away. But passing has been a little bit better for us lately than running, so there's that. Depending on how well this game goes, if we smoke them, definitely, or we get blown out, definitely. But if it's a really close game, I might not. But I'm not really sure when I want to do the stats and awards, so it might be at the end of this video. It might be before the next playoff game. It might be a standalone video. I don't like doing the standalone, stats and awards videos because it's just so short, and it's just why even tune in? I'd prefer to put it at the end. So I'm hoping that this isn't. I guess I would just want to win, but I think no matter what, I probably will just put it at the end. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Oh, look at this upgrade. Is that 99 kick power? It is Samikazu. All right, got a lot of the kind of boring or backup level upgrades out of the way. Here's a starter, Eddie Bishop, 2 zone coverage, putting him at 87 now, which is pretty absurd. And then no matter what, I mean, until Nick Bonita's like 92 finesse, we're going to keep going with finesse or speed rusher, which he's now at 80, which is, I mean, lackluster to say the least. And then Kennedy, we've been going with deep threat lately. 85 release is crazy. Route running / catching might be our newest thing, so I'm going to go with slot here, actually, because you usually get a lot of catching upgrades here, and I don't hate that. 3 to short, 1 to catching. Now an 82 short route. Short, medium, and then catching ratings are basically what I'm looking for right now. Release wouldn't hurt, obviously, but just in general, those are the main things. Here we go for the final game of the regular season, the biggest one of the year in general. I would imagine we have the playoffs locked up, but we're going to play as if we don't, regardless, because we obviously want that division title, regardless of, will it matter or not? Because once again, we feel like we do play better on the road, although recent history probably doesn't say that, because I think we actually lost recently on the road. But in general, this is a game where we don't want to go too crazy, because we already have, I would assume, a spot locked up, but we also don't want the Bills to get the division back. They blew it on their own. They need to earn this back if they want it, because it is, as of right now, the Miners to lose. A tie wins the division. A win obviously wins the division. We also have a couple of, side note statistics that we're kind of, milestones we're paying attention to. 151 yards for Cody gets him to 1,000 yards. Dunn with 3 touchdowns gets him to double digits. And then House with 107 gets him to 1,500 rushing. Numbers that don't absolutely matter, but just in case we get them, it's something to note, something to put in the, the stat column, something to look forward to, I suppose. But there is that man, number 29, House. Try to get him going for this playoff run that hopefully lasts more than just the first game. But here we are, receiving the ball first, it appears, and let's get ready to hopefully smoke the Buffalo Bills. I really wish it was another, kind of milestone, but there's not really much we can do. There's, I guess, 3 passing touchdowns gets Fisher to 35 passing, but not really much more other than that. Good win, not a great return, plus the holding. Not an ideal return, not a good idea for him, but it's not really his fault that the guys didn't block, and on top of it, they held. 91-yard drive, that'll get some yards in the old column, I suppose. But House, handoff inside, and gets a nice run to start her out. Gets caught from behind a little bit, but obviously wasn't running full blast, waiting for those blocks to develop. 14 yards, Adrian Amos, still very fast, so it's not like, it's sad that he got caught up. It's just not fun, I suppose. But Evans going to get some burn in this one on the backup carry. And the fullback does what he can. The wide receiver Kennedy doesn't really help out too much. But a gain of 4 nonetheless. And sets up a 2nd and 6. Manageable. Lead block again with the fullback. And House going to turn it into a gain of maybe a yard. About a loss, technically. About equal. Didn't really get much help there either. Kennedy going against a very good corner. Kind of want to go short with Dunn here because I think we might need to hand this off quick. Oh, we really do. And we're going to try. Oh, what a throw! Dunn, 19-yard catch. Try to round it as much as we could to make sure that ball was safe as possible. Dunn's head kind of came up right into Sewell's bootay. But that was an amazing play. Who was it that chased him down? What a throw. I mean, usually when he's standing tough in the pocket, and look at the footwork, clean. But usually when he's standing tough in the pocket delivering a throw, he doesn't even put a spinner on it. It's usually wobbling like left and right. What a damn play, and the drive will continue because of that throw. Great footwork as well, obviously, but that throw is just otherworldly. Uh-oh. Kennedy, did he catch that? Holy crap. The boys are going crazy today. We love it. They're kind of ready for this, in fairness, but let's see what we can do. And there goes Cody. It's a great throw, great hands catch to the 30-yard line. We're kind of moving. But that was a clean hands catch. My guy was on that. Little motion. They did bring a blitz, but House burying a guy, of course, caught for only a gain of 2. But, I mean, he did what he physically could on the play. I guess double slants. They got a couple of players in here. Should be able to move to the right safely. And that is a pretty good, really good catch. Pretty good coverage on the play by what appears to be Greenlaw. Dunn. I do like the RPO here, but Nope, never mind. Ooh, it's going to be close. He gains a yard, maybe. The guy, Amos, been pretty on it so far. I mean, he fell for it, but recovered in time. And this looks like a mad blitz, but I don't know if I trust the play action, especially with a superstar covering Dunn. We're just going to hope that House can find the lane. He doesn't get it. I should have followed the center, but there was so many blockers that went to that spot. I was like, we should easily push them through. Instead, we don't somehow get a push, and it was a bad decision. Should have followed the center. 43 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Joe Burrow on par, depending on how this defense plays, for record numbers in yards. I mean, I could have bounced this, too. This is so bad. When it's all said and done, that could be the play you look at that it's like, well, how did they not get that? And if they would have won the game. It's legitimately that bad. Oh, my. Oh, please, Helms. Oh, good job by McCollum to also get in there. But not that it matters because, you know, it's still a blown opportunity. You know, they're at the 21-yard line. That's basically the equivalency of a kickoff. So we should be leading already, but that would have been nice. And Bishop one-on-one does get beat, but that's all right. Teamwork. Can't really move anywhere. That's a gain of 1. They're struggling a little bit early on as well. Snead, I suppose, if there was a goal for him, 2.5 sacks, but that's to get to double digits. It's not going to be easy. And there goes a sack for Mr. Morris. There we go. Okay, defense came to play early in this one. There's somewhat. They've been all over the ball. It's just Fisher's put in some insane passes and some really good catch to go with it with these receivers. But, yeah, defense did a really good job for us. That's not going to happen. Nice spin attempt, but almost spun right into danger. To the 45. Chance to redeem ourselves after that really bad finish. That run, I mean, that's just so bad. That's so bad. Trusted the blockers, which I shouldn't have. And there goes Dunn. Guy's playing a little bit. Nice stiff arm. A little too safe on the playoff. Trying to get to that late route from Naylor. Play action looked like a blitz. It's not going to be. And there is nobody on the tight end. That is clean. And Cody will walk in for the touchdown. Beautiful route. Really good blocking. I mean, the throw, it's easy. I probably shouldn't have let it upfield, but tight end was running so far out of bounds. I mean, if we don't lead it upfield, he might just run it right out of bounds instead of getting the touchdown. I don't know why he's not running into space. It's there. Take it. Either way, touchdown. All right, let's see if the defense can get off to where they started. In theory, you would think the smart thing also would be to move Snead. Oh, wow, that is a wide open DJ Moore as he also stiff arm spins away from Marcus Jones. But moving Vaughn Snead on to Trent, because Trent's kind of like base against everything, whereas Sewell's actually pretty bad against finesse guys. Good job going after the ankles. I've really paid attention to the awards, but it's not the hardest thing in the world to win Rookie of the Year on defense. You know, it's 10 sacks would potentially do it, but I don't know if he's going to get much going against Sewell, especially when they double him. Oh, nice push underneath. DT almost got in there. Gain of 5. I mean, we'll see how the pass rush goes, but this might be one of those games where we do adjust pretty early on. Let's get Bishop in there. It will be a run, and one-on-one. Eckler has been killing it with these stiff arm spins, but luckily the team converges. Okay, little drive. Got a little bit further, but going to be another punt. So defense is holding its own early in this one, as we're going to have another chance at the ball 3 times now with the ball. Scoring opportunity with all, well, the first 2 at least, and done. Ooh, don't hold the ball out that crazy. I was going to cut across, but I feel like those are when the biggest mistakes happen. I was like, screw that. Just give me my yards and let me out. Let's see if we got a curl route from Kennedy. And that's pretty nice. Burns them. Really? Okay. I mean, I tried to break off with the big man. He couldn't get out of there. It is what it is. That curl was filth. We talked about it. Kennedy he's become one hell of a player in this league already. He is a difference maker and a really good route runner. And that, no way. Fisher is on fire. 9 for 9 with another really tough crossbody on the run throw. I mean, these are plays I would never dream of hitting. And here he is hitting them every single time. Instead, we're going to go for something a little bit easier for him. Dunn. It's not Dunn, actually. It's Naylor getting damn near the first down. Naylor definitely had a bit of a step back on this season. A little bit of injury concerns, in fairness. A lot of people moving around at wide receiver in general. And normally we'd wait till the next quarter, but that was just too free. 5 for 20. Not a great first quarter for Tony. But, you know, taking what we can get. As the yards, it's not even close. We're having a pretty fair start to the game. They're wishing that they could hit reset. And there is nobody on House. There's also no blockers. House, oh, breaking off of 2. Had the third one to get, couldn't. 7, though. Another RPO. Kennedy across. And there he goes. Kennedy drops it, though. A little behind him, but more importantly, you know, probably looking to run after the catch more than just securing it. Maybe a bad decision. Play action. Going for the big play. 3 yards isn't crazy to get. And we were about to hit Kennedy. Couldn't, and that will be a long field goal with Dexter Lawrence making a play. 59 yards and missed. Not that he needed it, but the added kick power not really helping on the play, it seems, as he misses a 59-yarder, giving them great field position as Montgomery killed the... oh, okay. I don't know what that was, but that scared the hell out of me. I thought he was going to score. Good effort on the D-line, but, you know, DJ Moore gets open way too quick. All right, a couple opportunities blown by this offense. Not only could we, you know, we missed the field goal, but we could have done so much better on that drive to finish out stronger, and we just didn't. Good bull rush, but not going to get in there. Nice hit by Nakobe, but that's still a gain of 8. This looks like a run to me. We're bringing an extra rusher with the safety. And it is Tyndall. Really good job, and with the help of Nakobe, that should be short. No way! With a second effort, they're still going to say that he got it. That is harsh. I guess he was in the process of being tackled. Allen with the blitz, and we're trying to back up. Can't get out there. We missed the hit. And really good teamwork to barely get him at the 1, but slip off from DJ Moore is going to bring this down to the 1. We'll see what happens. I mean, you would think it's a run, but I'm actually going to believe that this is a pass to start it out. Oh, one-on-one, and Chanel will stop him for a loss of 3. I never get it right. Normally I would go with like a run commit on first down at the 1, and then they throw it. I go with the pass defense, even though it's a blitz, and of course they run it. And it's just, I never get it right. I just don't. Get that extra rusher coming off that right. And Allen's going to easily take him down. They're going backwards. They've lost 5 yards so far from the 1. You know, I think we take way too long to get to the quarterback. So, I mean, this is a blitz that could cause a turnover happening. And he's going to be short. No, that's short. The ball never touched the line. I mean, you know, it's there. No review. Let's see if this actually touched. Blasted pretty much as he's throwing. And last, I mean, that is so close. That's one of those things where you just like assume he's in. But I honestly don't feel like this ball ever. Like, this is on the line. Bro, where does this go in? Where does this go in? I don't actually see it. That should be 4th and goal from the 1 1/4, like the inch line. And we just got scammed. No, it's not like, you know, we got pass interfered before the ball got there and they missed it kind of scam, but that should be 4th down. And that's a miss that affects the play and potential game quite a bit. But you know, they always say, if you lost because of the official's decision, you didn't deserve to win anyways. I'm not really sure how that actually makes sense, but people say it, so I'm going to agree here, I guess. It's like the other team won on the official's decision, so how did they deserve to win then? Ooh, Tony House at the speed. Tony House, nice stiff arm, fighting, gains more than 10. Thought maybe we'd get 3 or 4, got 10, nice stiff arm. Beautiful play. See that in the background when we're choosing to play, that's nice. Look at the fight. There we go. My man maybe wants that little 1,500-yard milestone. I don't know. Naylor, a little out of reach. Kind of, in fairness, round to the corner a little bit for my liking, but did what he could, I guess. Play action with the out route. And that, yeah, that could have been picked. The play action definitely was longer than I thought. I canceled the play action, but it still didn't matter. Ran the ball really well, but they did kind of like stack up. And there goes Cody, hit the throaty. I did not need to say that. I apologize. That was gross and just cringe as hell. They got 5 players, but I feel like they're not ready. I feel wrong. And, we always talk about how, we fight and we never fumble. That happened. It happened there. I should not have fought on that play. Typically, we're fine. We almost never fumble on those, but at least with Tony Howes, I try not to do that for other players. Chanel, nice tackle. He's getting freebies because other guys are taking the blocks, but he's just doing what is asked of him, and he's doing it well. Good tackles. We like it. 2nd and 11. So far, defense has played pretty well. Offense is really falling apart here, though. And Allen's going to force him out just barely. 3 yards to gain. Late blitz from the safety. Got everyone moved over to that side, and he's going to get it. He just runs in there. The blocks aren't even really there. I guess I say that, but he gained 3 yards, so technically they got a pretty good push. Let's see what we got. A little motion. Sir. And that's pretty good coverage, but an even better catch by DJ Moore. That's... what can you do about that? Right. This game looked like we were going to walk away and just run and win, but not after all. Oh, come on, Montgomery over-pursued, pushed over with his own momentum. 2-minute warning. Tied up, but not for long. Got everyone in the line of scrimmage. We really need the rush to just get in there. And we can't get off the line. Morris is going to push the players over. Might get it, but it doesn't really matter too much. I suppose, even though they've struggled to move down the field and they've had to punt it a lot, Burrow is, not missing throws. I don't know what I'm doing here with Morris. McKenzie? No way! DJ Moore just, I wouldn't even say mossed him, but just tapped him right in front of him. That was an insane catch. That is the dot of all dots. And a ridiculous catch. I don't know how this is caught. What an insane throw. Fading back. It's just put in the perfect place, and the footwork is insane. Considering the coverage, it's like Santonio Holmes. That's very, very close to that play. And they're going to review this, but that's absolutely a catch. There's no even point in, wasting time. It's obviously going to be a catch. Yeah, we got to do better. We got to finish these drives. Got to stop turning the damn ball over, even though it was just one turnover. We got to stop. We got to stop them. Although I would almost debate that a missed field goal when it's long is a turnover. Basically is. Yeah, Tony, we do not need that fumble. Now, don't get me wrong. My man gets hit at the most unopportunistic times for our side, but... Oh, my God. Do you see... Yeah, we've already been talking about, probably replacing Naylor, but, these last couple of games have, really just solidified that decision. And there goes Cody. Another kind of behind throw on that one, at least. Cody's putting in some work, though. Got to give him that. I don't know what the hell I'm even doing here. Cody on that deep. That is an insane route, and the throw is really, really good. Cody to 33. I thought that 150 whatever yards, 149 was out of reach for him, but the way he's played in this first half, it's all but guaranteed at this point. And that's a really good throw as done. See, I would normally go out of bounds, although it seems like they pushed us out of bounds, but I actually don't want to in this case. I kind of want that clock to start moving. They've been doing pretty well for themselves. I really think that Escobar's a touchdown, but you know what? I do think Escobar's a touchdown. Maybe not, but Kennedy is. There you go. Okay. I was like, but I'd rather waste the clock. No, we need scores. If we think a play is going to work for a score, we're taking it every time, no matter what the situation is. That was a nice drive. We found all the, the looks we needed, and we scored. Oh, my. Got burned. So did McKenzie, in fairness. McCollum, McKenzie, they're both the same. They're really, obviously McCollum's a little bit faster, but I don't even know if we can match him up like that because I don't even know if DJ Moore's their fastest player. He's very fast, but I don't know if he's that fast. And, switched me to the wrong guy. I was trying to switch to McKenzie, who's, in fairness, getting burned. Something's got to give. Let's go highest. I don't even know. McKenzie might even be the highest overall, so I guess let's go by speed and just assume that DJ Moore's their fastest. He is, so... We'll see what happens. I'm going to go with a little blitz with some press. Running back on the delay. Oh, McCollum. Ooh. Good switch off. Wasn't even, too DJ Moore in fairness, but the speed and size of McCollum got there last second. Almost made a play. Oh! No shot! How did McKenzie drop that? That's a pick six. The amount of drop picks we've had this season is astronomical. It is unseen. Oh, that's a great route last second. Neal gets burned by a freaking tight end. Neal isn't as heavy, but as far as like size goes and because of the speed, he should never be beat by Laporta like that. That's just ridiculous. I left him open a little bit because I wanted to fade back for the tight end. I'm going to let them deal with the clock. I was going to call a timeout just to make it awkward, but there's no point. I'd rather them deal with the clock and, if I call a timeout at 10 or 11, they get to keep that timeout. Maybe they take a shot. I don't know. I don't want to get weird with it just to try and force a miracle. And we'll have about 6 seconds. I don't think we're going to do much with it. I don't even think I want to return the kick, to be honest. All right, let's cancel the play action. We're just under center to try and trick him. And, that's okay. I wanted to go with that out to Dunn, but the corner was playing that way too well, I think. Not really sure. Do we have an option? Like a read op? Could actually sneak off some yards here. They're kind of playing this really poorly. And House will gain a few, but not really the convoy blocks that I thought we were going to get. Either way, down by 3. They do get ball at half, though, so they're in control. But considering we were imploding hard there, we'll take it, considering it's still close. It's been a pretty good one, in fairness. Kicking this one deep is Mr. Kazu, who missed a damn near 60-yard field goal earlier, which would have had this game tied. But more importantly, if we didn't take a sack, it would have been an even easier kick. They can show all the DJ Moore stats they want, but Bryce Cody's having an even better game, so what do you want? As Joe Burrow will be in the zone, which, definitely helps them. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lord, even more, as we're just getting cooked up on these curls, no matter who is running them against which corner. Take your pick. It doesn't matter. And like I said, if our pass rush is struggling, we might change them up. I think we're going to change them up. I think we have no choice. Oh, bad timing for that throw. Almost led to a pick. Who was that? Dean? Was that Tyndall? Whoever it was should have got that. That's all I know. I think it would be smart to move these players. Oh, my God. Look at the blocks. And then Eckler with a stiff arm, like a truck. How? All right, we've changed the D-line. This is a little bit better of a scheme fit here for what they do well on their offensive line versus who's who. Oh, Jones, no. Jones was on it, and right at the curl, he slipped. Oh. Man, we really probably do need to replace Jones. He's not, he's playing boundary right now because of speed matchups. He's just not a starting level corner, even in the slot. He's just too small. He gets mossed. He doesn't have the recovery speed because of the size. He doesn't have the reach because of the size. It's just his size is just limiting him too much. I think Neal has shown way more. And it's crazy because Neal is huge, so he's not even really a slot corner, but what can you do? Jones is just not him. He's not built for it. Oh, McKenzie. Oh, he's slipping. To the 21-yard line, up by 3. We really need to get a stop somewhere. His defense is starting to really show its normal colors, which is not good. And Bishop trying to cover the tight end, gets beat for 8. All right, this could be bad, but we're going to step up with Allen, maybe cover the cross. And he's got the curl route. Oh, that's tough. I don't know what the tight end's going to do. Don't know what the deep guy across from the player is going to do. It's just not good. Allen, we're going to have to cover just in case it's an out route to Eckler. It's going to be an in. And he's on it. He's got to knock that out. I had to drop back because DJ Moore burned the McCollum. Come with the blitz. Nobody's on the running back. That's not good. I guess it's a good thing it's a run. McKenzie tried to pop it out, which is pretty smart at this rate because it's really not looking great for our chances to actually stop them. Helms Trying to cover over to Eckler's side. Oh, good job, Tyndall. He almost broke the ankles, and Tyndall just, he sturdied up and just stopped him. Last second, they just want to take away my blitz, as if that was the only reason why we just barely got into this spot to stop him. Oh, no, Tyndall. Not his coverage, but he could have got it, and obviously we got beat on the stop. We just get burned on these, and it hurts. 5-minute drive for them to go up by 2 possessions for the division. Once again, a tie would give it to us, so I mean, if we have to play for the tie, we obviously will. But let's just even get to that position at this rate. Play action look could be a quick look to Cody, though. And it will be burning. Pretty good throw as Cody gets to run with it, and he takes off to the 46. Cody's having a career game. No question about it. Inside handoff. House. Pulling guard. Didn't really get a push, but gained 3. Looking at the tight end again, probably on this play. Actually, quick look to Dunn. Didn't get the block from Naylor. That was kind of the whole goal, but Naylor didn't really get out there. It's still a manageable 3rd and 3. I don't want to run it, but I kind of do want to run it because if we even get like 2 yards, it's manageable. And he gets like a yard. Nice, good blocking. You know, they say, oh, you know, run it on 3rd down, play for the 4 down. You know, that's the kind of tester play. Yeah, maybe just play for the 1st down. House. Whew. Nice truck. I mean, don't get me wrong, Naylor was coming across, but I felt like there's more grabby hands, kind of running into more coverage. Where House was clean. He just had to catch it, and he did. Gotta tell you, for him, it's far from guaranteed, which is why it's a bit scary. I think you take that. That is a dime! You know, with a really good corner on him like that, he needs the ball to be out in front of him. Holds on. Great play. 1st down. I don't know if they cover Alberto here. Run the out route for Dunn. They probably don't. Try to throw it away. Can't. They probably don't, but the safety is just sitting on that. This play is kind of bread and butter for us. 2nd time running it today. And Dunn is open. Touchdown. Nice. Nice. Good counter drive, and it was a lot quicker than theirs as well. Well, I say a lot quicker. It was more like, like a minute and a half less, which isn't like way. Oh, good tackle by McKenzie, but man, our guys are just getting torched. They're getting torched alive. Oh, why do we even try to go for the pick? We're way out of position. 1st down again. I mean, I changed the whole pass rush lineup. I've been blitzing. I've been doing everything I can, and we just can't get there in time. And good teamwork. Stop them for a gain of 2. Man coverage, we get burned. Zone coverage, we get burned, but we get close to an interception. Screen pass, and I can't get out there with Bishop. Ooh. Did I actually have a chance at a pick there? I thought we were slightly out of position, so I went for the swat. Got that rush coming off the edge. This is tough for Nakobe, so I'm going to user it. We're in pretty good coverage, and we get the coverage sack. I don't even know who gets credit for that. It was like the whole damn team on that one. We'll take it, though. 4th and 15 to start the 4th down, the quarter. Very similar stuff. They've had a little bit more plays. We've had a little more success with yards, and we just haven't finished well for touchdowns. But here we are, starting the 4th with a chance to take the lead. They usually only give 2 people credit, right? Because, I mean, technically all 4 of them got a piece. That is not a great punt, but he does keep it out of bounds. Dunn's been iffy with that. Quincy Williams, their backup outside linebacker. That is a position that they are rather thin in fairness. Right side. We'll see. Oh, guys. They, like, blocked the same dude. They're the 28th rush defense, and we've gotten 51 yards on the ground. I mean, do we have no shame? Like, do we really just have no shame? We don't really care, huh? Inside handoff. Good job, guys. Naylor specifically. Good chip on the linebacker. Inside handoff again, pulling guard. Don't feel great about it. Kenny has the outside leverage, but he never wins it, so I'm just going to still run it. And really good cutback. Nice acceleration there to just get out. 7 yards gain on, a play where they're expecting 1 or 2 at best. Out from Kennedy. He has, once again, the leverage, but that could play into the corner's hand. And that's a really good touch pass as Alberto catches it for 6. Don't need to rush down there, but run game has been just so hit or miss that I just don't know if I trust it. I do like that. Yeah, I'll keep it. And I do like the blocks on the run, so I went with it. I mean, we probably could have threw it back to Kennedy, but first down's a first down, let me tell you. Let me tell you that. This play we usually don't get the blocks for, but might be just a quick little dump down to Alberto. Ooh, done. And with the pressure, will not hit it. That would have been a massive play down to maybe the 16. So we're going to set up a little run, hopefully. We cannot do that, huh? Do we trust this? Going a little crazy with this. A lot of short stuff. In behind, and Cody trying to stiff arm, gain 6. Third and manageable. I really like House's route. I don't like his hands, though. I really wish this was Evans. Let's see what we got. Done. Outside. The throw's a little bad, but it's there. I tried to lead him outside. He kind of threw it inside. Oh, seizure! Help! Jesus. I don't know what the hell he was doing there. Fish out of water. Oh, my. Oh, my. The guys got locked. This is like what happened for that field goal. 6 minutes left. The clock is dripping. We really cannot be going backwards. Thankfully, it's not like third down. We have a chance of maybe trying to get some of this back, but yikes, dude. Not a fan. House, please. A little behind them, but we're going to get most of that sack back, which is main, issue. We haven't run verticals all day long. This is a good time to run it. Maybe get some back. Or all of it. Come on, Cody. Fights. He might be short. Inches, you got to go for it, I think. I think you have no choice. Evans, of all the people to go for the inside handoff. I think you got to double team Dexter. There you go. The speed from Evans. Ooh, we got hit hard. I protected the ball, but you just never know. That was risky. This drive is taking a long time. We really need this to be a touchdown drive considering how much time we wasted. Oh, what a block! What a beat! House gets tossed to the 3. Who was that? Quandre? Little Quandre. Yikes, dude. Kennedy back in the end zone. No way. Good catch, Kennedy. No way the linebacker got back there that quick. That is insane baitage. Good catch. I thought that was a pick 6. I mean, he's not that fast, but you never know. Otherworldly performance from Fisher this game. Gotta give him the credit. That is, I mean, he's had himself a day. Oh, that was a good fake out. That play action threw me off. Oh, come on! Get deeper! Oh, I don't know what juke move he was making there. Was that Tank Dell? Talk about him all the time. Like, why don't they start him more? I mean, to be fair, he has played a decent bit today, but the moves! Cooking up on that play. Gains a massive chunk. Benito struggling, going against a very good edge rusher this half. Vaughn? Oh, Vaughn. And he holds on. Kenzie all over that, but a good catch. Could this be a secret non-blessing in Sky? What's the opposite of a blessing? Curse? I feel like curse is a bit harsh. Miracle would be the... I don't know, dude. I'm not a dictionary, whatever you want to call it. Thesaurus, maybe? Oh, come on. Good teamwork, but he still gains 9. All right, they're not in a bad spot here as they're in walk-off category now. Territory, I suppose, would be the better word there. 2-minute warning, up 4. Not a very confident 4, though, except for me in the bedroom, of course. 2nd and 1 from the 21. Let's get everyone kind of covering underneath. Curl route, please, one time. Cover a curl route, just once. And now Snead is injured. Once again, this is a game that matters, but it is playoffs after this, so losing our starting edge, not a preferable thing. And that is a perfectly timed ball, and okay, I guess Gallup's in for the touchdown. Screw it, dude. I was actually debating when we got that hit stick. I was like, maybe we should have just let him in, and our morons made sure that that was the case. And now our guy blocking off the edge is a 5'8" corner. We'll say it's probably hard to block him when he sneaks in underneath, but as far as him trying to reach out and get it, he's going to be short by a mile. Ella's going to replace Snead, who is out with a dislocated elbow. Is that, or is it shoulder? Either way, that could be some time. And Goodwin, I mean, I'm getting deja vu, dude. Oh, my God, he got slammed, but Wouldn't be quite a walk, you know, wouldn't be like the game if he fumbled there, but still deja vu from the last time. Headed to overtime and just sold. Okay, they're kind of like asking us to run the ball, so I'm going to give them what they asked for. I'm glad that we just gained 1 yard on a 3-man rush. There's nothing in the world, other than getting like a lucky free rush, there's no reason in the world that that should have ever been close to a stop. That's a late throw. Good try by Escobar. You got to give it to him. That is outside of his pay grade for sure. And yet we still asked him to do it. All right, struggling a little bit on offense here. And done. A really good clear out for Cody. Or by Cody, I should say. Cody just took that linebacker with him. And usually they do kind of leave that, but not in this one. Let's go with another slam from Dunn. Clock is dripping, obviously, but a field goal and some trouble. And that is pass interference. I don't know how that's not called. The ball's not great, but it's catchable if he doesn't get stopped by a linebacker after the 10-yard mark. Maybe the argument is that they're both entitled to the spot. Other than that, I don't really see how that wasn't called. They're tightening up here in this last drive, I can't lie. And inside, that tight end is open again. I mean, I would love to see what Cody's numbers are at this point. It's got to be 200. They're telling me to run the ball here. I will say that would almost guarantee field goal range, assuming they're not ready for it like they always are. And yeah, I mean, that was obviously worth it. You get in field goal range as long as you don't get sacked. Dunn racing towards the end zone. That's a pretty good throw. Great route, great catch to the 16 with a timeout. Dunn's a great route runner. They're backed up. They really want us to run this ball. Is there any other options? Can I move House to the other side? Get House on the other side of the block? I don't know. It's a terrible throw. It's a great route by Dunn. That's a touchdown. And the coach, after seeing that throw, was like, okay, this might be out of his pay grade. But I have to believe in him. I have to. I have no choice. Legally. His agent will sue. And that's a pretty good throw, as Cody will knock it out of bounds to the 7. I mean, I think you have to... I mean, you probably bring the running back as a blocker just so you don't get just like bull-crapped. I do like this. Do you trust House to get open? I mean, you can throw it away. And that's just basically a throwaway, speaking of, and that will be a field goal. They did try to ice us. Let's see if it happens. Looks pretty good to me. Kicks up. It's good, and we are likely headed to overtime. I'm going to be honest with you. I think... with the magnitude of this game, going to overtime as well, that we probably will have these stats and awards as the standalone. Man, I wish we could have just won it there, but routes were pretty well covered. I'm going to be honest with you, the left side of the field was probably not somewhere I was looking for a throw. It was basically the running back inside if he got a nice route, Cody, jump ball look, and none of those things happened. And here we are in overtime. A tie wins us the division. A win wins us the division. And they don't get the toss right. A touchdown wins us the game. You legitimately could not have wrote a better script than what has transpired here today. I'm getting more deja vu. But wins if it's good deja vu. It's not. It's not bad, but it's definitely not good. I mean, we know the name of the game. The name of the game is just don't lose. So... we can waste all the clock running the ball. I'll try, but blocks him in a little iffy. We'll say because of this extra quarter, there's actually a decent chance that that Tony House gets to 107 when he was not on par to do so. I mean, I need number 63 to run out there. He needs to get to moving. Oh, what the hell? They gave me the wrong play. I mean, we can't take the timeouts with us, so you can't just give me the wrong play on the biggest play of the game. Like that's like not allowed. And he drops it. He actually dropped it. Don't get me wrong, he wasn't mad open, but that's 4th and 1, doable. And of course, the tight end is open, but our guy's getting beat right here. I have to throw it. I can't throw it any earlier. I'd have to throw it right here at worst. At best, I seen Dunn, but once again, I'm not going to have enough time to throw it. You can see the guy's going to turn around. Naylor, the guy comes up. At this point, I've decided that I'm throwing it shorter inside. Bumped. That is great coverage, in fairness. He straight up just drops it. Invisible ball as well. There is a very good chance that they have just won the game. Our boy Evans, let's see this kick. It's pretty nice. And we just missed. We just literally whiffed with the tiny little man again. Israeldine is injured. I don't like this. We wasted, like, no time at all. we basically said, here, have the entire clock, if you don't mind. If that's what you're interested in. And right over the middle, wide open for almost all of the yards they need for at least a field goal. Need a miracle. We choked it. I won't even say choked it, but we had a really good opportunity and just couldn't even get a first down. I mean, guys, any sort of defense. They've just got down the field in like 2 plays for 50. I mean, I guess you just run a crazy Madden man coverage blitz. It's like the only thing you can do. Nothing else is freaking working. Of course, when you manually... And they're not going to give him to me. I should have called the timeout. That's insane. Recovery! And they won't give me anything for it. Oh, my God. I just made the insane play of the year, and they gave me nothing. They just let me stand there and look like a freaking idiot. Great game. And right now they're playing like the field goal doesn't win them the game. It's so cringe. It just annoys me when that happens. It's like, you know. Give it! Oh, my God. I just got PI'd by somebody. That's pass interference. Oh, my God. That is literally a pick, and it cannot be a pick because we got pass interfered. I mean, I don't even know what a blitz is doing for us at this point. I mean, good teamwork. Yes. I mean, literally our only hope here is to force a pressure pick. I'm not even sure why they're throwing this. And I just got beat for the touchdown. I thought it was going to be a short in or out. I need to go for the bait, and they will win the game. Very anticlimactic. Defense was just awful in this one outside of the first quarter. They were good in the first quarter, and that was it. That was literally it. Every other quarter, they were garbage. Just burned every time. Obviously, their defense was pretty bad for the most part, too. But they were a lot closer. We just made crazier plays. And they end up winning the division on that overtime touchdown. I mean, it's a hell of a game, hell of a season. We're still in the playoffs, I imagine. But, yeah, it sucks to lose the division like this, you know, especially at home. Pressure obviously wasn't even close. They pressured us way more. We had literally no pressure on them. We ran blitzes, and it was like they didn't even exist. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do any damage in the playoffs with the lack of pressure that we, have. Of course, Snead's going to be out, and he wasn't even good, and we we look even worse with him out. So I don't know what else to tell you. This was an insane game. This was a baller, gunslinger, like gladiator match. Missed the 1,500-yard mark rushing-wise by 6 yards. Not that it really matters. We did actually stop them pretty well on the ground. Cody went off. Done pretty well. Kennedy pretty good. House had a little bit of yardage. Naylor has just been terrible this season. Definitely need to look to replace him. Sack totals 1.5 for Morris, half for Snead, who got injured. Benito with a half, which puts him at 13 now, I believe, on the season. Kazia missing that 59-yarder. If we don't get sacked, he probably nails it, and we end up winning the division. But that's not what happens. We're on the road in the playoffs. Mike Morris with an upgrade point, the only one of the team. We'll take all those upgrades. Strength is nice. Power move is pretty solid. The strength he was pretty low with, which is one of the reasons why we're a little iffy on if we wanted to go for him or not. But he absolutely, in the end, was worth every penny. Not that it was even that many pennies, to be honest. But as you can see, we have, well, it doesn't show, but we have lost the division. And, of course, Snead is out for 4 weeks, 3 weeks minimum, which means what? Wildcard division conference. So the only game he can come back in would be the Super Bowl. Way to go, Snead, you absolute slacker. Any edge rushers? Because we could use some veteran presence. Morgan Fox, probably not going to be the guy. Robert Quinn was on the roster before the season started, but would he be a viable option at this point? I don't know. Like, I just need somebody that could provide some sort of boost. I don't think there's really going to be anything like that, though. They're all pretty mid. They're all Midonian here, if you get my drift. I don't really like any of these players. I'd prefer a finesse guy as well, because our power, Snead is pretty bad as a power guy. But, yeah, I think we're just going to have to rock with what we got, assuming we do have, a couple of backup options on top of what we have. But Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to have the stats and awards at the end of this video. It probably will be next episode, maybe before the wild card round, or maybe I'll do stats and awards and like an hour later we'll have the wild card round. But definitely would be, you know, the playoffs same day as stats and awards if it hasn't already out. So that's about it. It was, you know, an unfortunate loss, but it was a hell of a game, and you can't hate that fact at least. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this season. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And if you did, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, really appreciate continued support on the channel, especially this late into the Madden season. Looking at the timeline of, you know, when Madden 24 is coming out, I think we might be able to squeeze one more season in. So win or lose, playoffs, you know, win a Super Bowl or not, we're looking at a third season, I would say. Well, almost guaranteed. So be on the lookout for that. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for the next video. But until next video, see ya!